From the 1st to 3rd of May, Namibia will host the 2021 World Press Freedom Day commemoration, which coincides with the 30th anniversary of the Windhoek Declaration for the development of a free, independent and pluralistic press. The Windhoek Declaration is a statement of press freedom principles put together by African newspaper journalists in 1991. The declaration was put together at UNESCO's seminar promoting an independent and pluralistic African press held in Windhoek from the 29th of April until the 3rd of May 1991. World Press Freedom Day was proclaimed by the United Nations General Assembly in 1993, following the recommendation of UNESCO's General Conference in 1991. Toivo Njabela, Namibian Sun editor and champion for the 2021 World Press Freedom Day celebrations, says the declaration was the outcome of a long and frank look at the problems in African print media.
So press freedom, has evolved over the years. There was a time when it nearly didn't exist at all. And then thanks to our forefathers of journalism, if you like, and foremothers, who have really put in the shift to push for the evolution of journalism as a concept, as a trade, and press freedom as a concept. We have now seen over the years how nations have embraced the concept, big institutions of the world, your UNESCO's, the UN in general, accepting that, as a matter of fact, recognizing it almost as a human right. So it has helped now to get us where we are. There's so much work to be done still, but one can say that a lot has been achieved.
World Press Freedom Day serves as a reminder to governments of the need to respect their commitment to media freedom, and is also a day for reflection among media professionals about issues surrounding media freedom and professional ethics. The media thus plays a crucial role in disseminating reliable information to the public.
Is staff development happening regularly? When last did our journalists have a refresher course, for example? Do we practice what we preach? So it cannot just remain in writing. It must become real living documents. And but I get back to the point of assessing our own team from within. That's where the change begins. Now, yes, I know budgets and those challenges, but the more we practice innovative approaches and we set an example, the more others want to buy in to what is happening in your institution.
World Press Freedom Day is a day of support for media which are targets for the restraint or abolition of press freedom. It is also a day to remember those journalists who lost their lives in the exercise of their profession.
When it comes to making, media freedom and rights work, it is not only incumbent upon the government, it is also incumbent upon, everybody in society. And whether they are observed or not, it also very much incumbent upon the journalists themselves. To what extent you as journalists or media practitioners stand up for those rights and freedoms.
Ambassador Albertus Augemoep, permanent delegate of Namibia to UNESCO, underlines that Namibia was delighted to take over the baton, highlighting that the World Press Freedom Day event is not a once-off activity and that press freedom is an issue that people should engage with continuously.
Namibia is happy to take over the baton from where you have left, and I know that we will be counting on your experience of hosting the 2020 event, especially during these extraordinarily challenging times that we are confronted with. And we hope that come May next year, we would hopefully be able to have some sort of, at worst, a hybrid solution, learning from what you will be able to manage in December this year, to ensure that the 30th anniversary, but also the World Press Freedom Day are celebrated by all. And hopefully we would be reporting fewer incidents of journalists whose lives are at risk, few journalists in jail, hopefully fewer of them free and practicing their craft undisturbed, unhindered, but protected by all of us.
Media freedom has a firm hold in Namibia, which is considered Africa's best-ranked country in the World Press Freedom Index of Reporters Without Borders.
As a journalist, you don't want to be in a position where you cannot defend what you've written. Defend correctly, not just defend for the sake of it. So to my fellow journalists, let's push, let's make the industry better. It's a small industry compared to other countries given the size of the market and the population. But we should get it right. And there's a reason why we are on top of African press freedom charts. There's a reason for that. And we can't now get distracted and lose that status. So we have to do things correctly. And also thank our government. Because when press freedom, I always say that when you're on top of the African press freedom charts, it's because you're operating in an environment that enables the kind of work that we do. So when press freedom is not there, we blame government that it's a draconian media space that we're operating in. But we often do not give credit also when the opposite is true, to say when we are thriving in the manner that we are doing is because we have a regulatory environment that is conducive for our work to happen.